What I would really want to achieve in the next 5 years is for Singaporeans to love and be proud of our transportation systems. The way that they are proud of Changi as our airport, the way they are proud of our maritime industry and our port, I hope will be as proud of our public transport system here too. And I think we can get there. We have a good system. It is not perfect, but in terms of what it can achieve, in getting people from one place to another, I think it has done a relatively good job. And I hope that in the next few years, I will be able to accomplish that. The second point I would like to make is on my priority for public transport in the next 5 years. As I shared before, my priority is to focus on the HDB estates that are further away from the town, from the city. This is so that we can support the residents that are living in those estates, make sure that their public transport journey times are competitive with private transport, because today public transport journey times from those HDB estates are a little bit longer, and therefore the need to get a private transport is a little bit greater. Actually, when you are on the rail network, people can get to the city fairly fast, and it is actually fairly competitive with private transport. But it is the getting to the train station, what we call the first and last mile journey, that is a little bit longer. It is the walking to the train station, it is the waiting for the feeder bus to get to the train station. If we can improve the walkability of the HDB estate, if we can improve the density of the bus network in the HDB estate, I think we will be able to narrow the time that it takes for a public transport journey significantly, and it will become more competitive to the private car. The last point I want to make is on autonomous vehicles. I think autonomous vehicles are going to be a game changer for us. The technology is already quite mature. It's being deployed in some cities around the world. In the short term, what I see is that autonomous vehicles can add a new transport option that augments our public transport network. In peak hours, you can have vehicles that bring people to transport nodes from their homes in smaller capacity vehicles. That's during the peak. During off-peak, they can bring them to places of interest, for example, the polyclinic, the CC, the hawker center, so on and so forth. And what it really does for us is it relieves our public transport system of one key constraint, which is manpower. And it will add to the range of options that in HDB estates that people have. It will help us reduce the length of the first and last mile journey, and it will achieve what we want to do, which is to make public transport more competitive with private transport. Well, I said that I was not expecting to do this job because I was not expecting to be doing a job that I have familiarity with and I have done work before. And as many of you know, I was as a civil servant in the Ministry of Transport some 8 to 10 years ago. I'm happy to be doing this job because I have a lot of familiarity with the content, and I'm very happy that the PM is confident enough in me that I will be able to do this job well, because the transportation job is a very public job. It's one where there's great public interest, and it affects many Singaporeans, and many Singaporeans are very interested in what happens in transport. And I embrace that challenge. I think it is something that is very energizing for me, in that you do something that affects the lives of people that many people are interested in. They take an interest in what you do, and you can really make a difference. There's a sort of maxim that I've always had in my career, to want to do jobs that matter to people, that can affect and improve people's well-being. And coming back here, being able to re-engage on those issues again, re-engage with ex-colleagues again, continue the work that we have been doing for some time, I think has been a real blessing.